Salutations, my name is Tish, and welcome to the Artist Haven. In tonight's live stream, we're going to be doing something different. We are trying out some new content ideas, bringing you creatives from all walks of life in all medium formats. We are going to be doing what we have the working title for this is Creative Connection. I don't know if that's going to stick, but we're going to see what happens. So, without further ado, let me bring up the panel that we have tonight. We have Miss Sue Ashworth from Resin Heaven Studios in Australia. And, of course, my love, my darling, my executive producer, Mr. Michael Sean Carter. You get to see his...
Hello. Wow.
Hello. I'm going to mute. Hang on.
Okay.
She's got littles at home, so yeah.
And I don't think it muted. It didn't mute, did it? No, I didn't think it did.
No,
it's all right.
We can mute on our end.
Yeah. She walked away. It's all right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's after her water gun to be filled up again.
Oh goodness.
For about the 5th time.
I got my disc gun.
Give her a bucket.
Oh, this is a classic.
Oh God, no. I'd have a drowned rat. Yeah, no. And then I've got tiles, so yeah, no, not happening.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. What? Quick. You want more water? Go ask Sissy. No, you go ask Sissy.
You do it better.
Yeah, you do it better.
Yeah, I know I do it better, but it's just I can learn to do something for a change.
Nobody does it better.
Oh, good Lord. Here we go.
But soon.
Oh, don't give up your
I
had to.
I gave it up a long time ago, Sue. Too bad. Hey, everybody.
Okay.
It's the weekend. So.
It's the weekend. Yes, it's the
end of the weekend for me.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, technically, no, not really. Yeah. I'm on a long weekend. Anyway.
Cheers, everyone.
Yeah, cheers.
Everyone. So tonight, one of the topics that I wanted to talk about, and I was hoping we could get other people to come up and talk about it. If you want to be in the live stream up here on the panel with us, you can do like Sue is doing and just have your icon up. And you don't have to show your face. You don't even have to have a picture. Or Michael. There's Michael.
There it is.
Yep.
Just like that. Yeah,
just
you can just have a picture, and then whenever you're talking, it'll.
I feel really alone.
It'll pulse, and then I'm back.
Oh, you're not alone, Tish. You can put yours up, and then we're all together.
Yeah. You want to do that? You ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
1. Boom.
How do you even do that?
Stop cam.
Oh.
Stop your camera.
Stop cam.
There you No, not turn yourself off.
She just removed herself. Whoops. See, maybe it is a good thing that I'm running the show.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. There she
comes.
Hey,
one button.
I hit the really wrong button.
You hit the remove. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I went
next to the mute button. It's next to the mute button.
Well, maybe it's different for the host, though. I don't know.
Shouldn't
because I hit stop cam and it did that. So
okay.
Okay, yeah. So that maybe that is different.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. So, but if you want to be on the panel here with us and have your opinion, or share a beer or a wine or a juice or water or tea or coffee or whatever it is beverage you're drinking tonight, just message Michael or and I have Twitter pulled up, and Michael has Facebook and Twitter as well. So, and then you can get the link from one of us, and either that or it is members only. Have it on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you are a member of the channel, you have the links there. Other than that,
well, yeah, we got a lot of people in the chat tonight. Which Janice Pittman is here. We want to say hello to Janice. Cheryl is here from Southern California. Hey, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
And
Evelyn's here.
yeah, Deb's here.
Pamela's
D&D
here.
Art Gallery. Yeah.
Oh, so awesome to see all of you.
Yeah. Acrylic Creations. Jay Whitty. Hello, hello.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
And Mike Van
Donna Lee
Doozy.
just
Mike
came
Van
in.
Doozy is now Badass Chef Club. He is the badass chef.
Oh yeah.
So I sent him a graphic of Chuck Norris doing a wah, badass.
So what was your topic, Tish?
The topic for tonight was just being a creative on YouTube, whether you are a chef like Mike or artists like us, or like Michael. Michael is going to be doing some fun stuff on YouTube here shortly. So you want to tell us about that?
Well, a lot of what I've worked on is within media and being in broadcasting and growing up 3 generations, my grandfather and father, and just seeing a lot of things. So what I'm going to start kind of bringing is how media of the past kind of formulated into what media is now. So we've seen a lot of things where back in the day we got information, entertainment through radio, and then it started transitioning into television. And then this thing called the internet came along, and now here we are. So I think a lot of it is going to be just a journey, a trek. And so let's see if I can bring this up.
That's really interesting because there's a movie come out with Tom Hanks. I think it's called New World, where he's it's back in the times where the Civil War in the US is finished, and he is going to the major cities, getting the newspaper, and then traveling around to the smaller outer rims and reading them the news.
Interesting.
From the newspaper. It's a really, really nice film. It really is. It's a really beautiful film.
Well, what I
gotta
have
go. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
All right. I'll mute her microphone real quick for her. Give her a few minutes and to calm the children of the wild. So
here's a graphic. I'll go ahead and I'll put it out there. But first, let me go ahead and let me give some more shout outs to some people that have showed up tonight. That's in the chat. Donna Lee is here. Hello, Donna. Welcome, welcome. Bo Mama 8. Hey, Bo Mama. Melissa Spencer's here. She says hi, everyone. Nathan Linzel, he is here. He says hi, guys. I'm back. He is in Australia as well. Glad you're here, Nathan. And the lovely Pamela Fantacone, one of our artists that's with us a lot of times on Artapalooza. She's here.
Absolutely.
Welcome, welcome. Evelyn Warner. She says, tink, tink, y'all.
Tink, tink.
Wait a minute.
Tink, tink, tink. There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And just like we were talking about, Clara Lawrence is here as well with Cheryl. It helps with moderation, and which, of course, hey, remember, moderation is important.
Yes.
And hydrate. Oh, time to hydrate.
Yep. Okay, folks, I'm back.
Okay. But just to kind of show, if I can get this to come up. So I am going to have a channel that I call Maximum Trek.
Cool.
And it's going to be the voyage, the trek of how media has changed and a lot of the different things that we've seen. Of course, I've got an emblem there that's a classic emblem from a certain sci-fi series from the 60s, but where no one has soared before, Maximum Trek. So that's one of the...
Technically, Michael, no, it's not, because it's actually the inside of it. So it's technically, it's kind of like a donut hole.
It's a star.
It's a
star is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
no one owns the hole, so you know
the hole. I don't even see a hole. I don't even see a hole there.
No, but when
What
you
hole
put
are you
the
talking
rest of the
about?
symbol there, the part you're showing is actually the hole. So, yeah.
That's just
The
the
window.
symbol. Yeah, that's the star. That's the of the trek. But I don't. But the hole. Look,
We need Brooke. We need Brookie.
I need my other keyboard because I need to have my buttons so I can do all my sound effects. I'm missing.
Oh my! Anyway, so there we go. That's it. I've.
No one owns the
Cat's
hole.
out of the bag.
Oh
the hole. Yeah. You know what? That'd be a great. That'd be a great channel for you, Sue. Here in the hole.
Hey?
Yeah.
Here
in the hole. Hi, Sue
I think
Ashworth.
we should be calling this
Here in the hole.
The Archie
Oh my! It's the weekend.
Uh-huh. You're allowed to be silly. I've already had one day of the kids, so yep, it's a time to be silly.
Star. Oh, Evelyn Warner says star
hole. Yep, there we go. It's a star hole. There you go.
Hole.
I like that one, Evelyn. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
you know
they were big in the 70s. They were really big in the 70s during the disco area studio. Yes, 54 Star Hole. Yeah.
Star Hole. Yeah. I remember that disco band.
They opened up for Barry Manilow.
Wormhole Extreme.
Oh boy. Yeah, Bo Mama says that's a whole nother show. A whole nother show.
Oh, and by the way, PG-13 has kind of gone out the window. Just no F-bombs, please. That's where I'm at right now.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Oh, who popped in? Someone popped in.
That would be Miss Clara Brew.
Yay!
Yay!
Hello.
Howdy.
It's been so long since I've seen you.
Oh. I
you usually don't see me. You see my hands. You know.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
You know those hands.
She's really good with those hands.
Yes, she is.
Just as Zoe.
That's what he said.
She's my button. Okay, so are I going this?
I don't have control of the buttons. I don't have control of the board tonight, so I can't do that. So we're gonna have to just kind of vocally say it. Yeah.
I know. I need a different keyboard because I have my wireless keyboard tonight.
Yeah.
So I have no. I have to get a wireless 9 key or 10 key.
You need to swap with Michael then.
No. His office is
no swapping.
There's too much stuff in his office. I can handle the studio because it's my stuff. If I break something, oh well. But if I go in his office and I break something, I will cry because he's got so much cool memorabilia and it's just everywhere. And I'm not saying it is a bad thing. I'm just saying I'm a klutz and I know my limitations. So it's like a bull and china shop has nothing on me.
Yeah, I got this whole screen going on here. So
where have you been hiding, Miss Clara?
In the
I
chat.
know you've been down at Rhonda's.
Oh well, that too, and
she's been busy. She's been really busy.
A lot of personal life going on.
Yeah,
just like you.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, no kidding. So what's all this talk about a hole before I came in?
Oh, got the star hole.
His star hole.
The star hole.
He's got his own hole. He's got his own hole.
Sue's gonna do a star hole.
I've already done that.
You already have? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Yeah, Cheryl said PG-13's out the window. So. Yeah.
Whatever gave her that idea.
Yeah. You and your star hole.
The star hole.
Hey, you started it.
But isn't that
I
didn't
did.
they used to put like little
Someone else in the
stars
chat
like
said
the
that.
adult movie theaters? They put little stars over the girly bits. So there you go, Starhole.
I'm sorry, I haven't been to one of these adult theaters things before. So what?
I've never been to one either, but I used to drive by one every once in a while.
Hey, Matt, how are you, mate? G'day, Matt.
Yeah, anybody who jumps in now, I'm sorry.
Oh, my cheeks are hurting.
I know, I'm like all
yeah.
flushed because I'm laughing.
Yeah, there's
I'm out
Matt.
in the studio, and it's just been cool. It's been cool.
I think they're bruised from last night. Oh my gosh, we were laughing so hard.
What movie did you go see?
Dune.
Clara? Dune? Cool.
Dune?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dune.
Yeah.
Dune.
So what were your thoughts? What was your thoughts?
Dune. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
It's only part one.
Yeah, it's part
It's
one.
only part
Yeah.
one.
Well,
What did they
yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
Kind of like what they did with
Am I
Harry
yelling?
Potter on the last one.
Yeah, it's like Lord of the Rings. You got to kind of break it up to.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't it like 3 books?
It's many books.
No, Dune is one book, but there's additionals after that.
Yeah.
But like the original movie, it was just based off the first book.
Yeah, and they didn't do a very good job. They did not comparative.
You didn't like the movie?
The first one?
Oh,
in like
I'll be honest
1984.
with you, I didn't read the book. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's just they made stuff up and yeah. But no, this one has just come out.
Talking about the
Yeah, I'm talking about the 1984 version.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one
Do you know that there's a 6-hour version of that movie, and I have not been able to find it.
Yeah, there's a mini series. It was on the Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about the miniseries. I'm talking about the original movie. My husband and I, this was before kids, came across it on TV one time, and it was like several days of it, but it had extra. I'm like, I don't remember that scene. I don't remember that one. And that thing was like about 6 hours long.
When did it come out?
And I have not been able to track it down. It was the same movie. It was just a lot of scenes were taken out.
Like the 1984 movie?
Yep.
From that year?
Oh, wow. Like the director's extended hypercut. Hyper non-cut.
Something like that.
It's called budget cuts.
Yeah.
Or it's called people like picked all the little bits off the floor and put it together.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. No. I haven't seen that movie in forever. It was one of my favorites when I was younger, but it's you know how you get older in life and you have to like make time to see a movie? Yeah, that was my life for a long time. So I've missed out on rewatching a lot of movies, unless they were kids' movies like Labyrinth and Goonies and those kind of movies where you watched them when you were younger and you introduce them to your kids and there you go. So yeah.
Yeah, but then you got no excuse and you can watch them as often as you want, as long as the kids like them.
Princess Bride, man, Princess Bride all the way. That is like my favorite movie of all time. It really is. It really is. I love that movie.
And the Holy Grail. That was a good one.
Oh, the Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yeah, that's an awesome.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But so, Clara, the topic for tonight, we actually have a topic. Not really. Kind of.
We have a topic?
Yeah, we have a topic. Kind of. Is being a creative on YouTube and the challenges and the successes and things that you've learned along the way. Maybe there's people out there, whether they're a photographer. I don't know why photography. I think it's just because I'm setting up to take pictures of all my art. But like, pottery, cake decorating, cooking, soap makers, chandlers, all of us create. We all create. Even tech. I was even saying this to a friend of mine. Even tech YouTubers create, because tech YouTubers got to think of a flashy, cool way to make the iPhone 28 look really cool and get that people to watch their video over the next YouTubers. So I feel like they have to be very creative in their thumbnail and in their description and all the things to get their stuff viewed before someone else's or instead of someone else's. So I think anybody who's on YouTube or does TikTok or anything like that is a creative, dancers, musicians, all of them. So that's kind of where we're bringing this channel to is, we're still going to do the fluid art stuff because I like doing that. But any of the members, gold or higher, know I'm on this junk journal, treasure journal kick. And I go through kicks. I go through things where my ADD brain wants to do this and it wants to do that and it wants to do this and wants to do that. So I've got 18 projects going on and they all get done eventually.
I can't say that.
I'm the same.
I can't say that.
Eventually. I had a project that lasted 3 years.
Get something.
Hey, I got a cross stitch here that's been sitting here for. Yeah, we won't go there.
Cross stitch though doesn't count. I'm sorry, I love you, but
to you too, love.
I know I could have a cross stitch project from 1987. It would probably never get touched because I can't do it. That's too tedious.
Tablecloth one.
I love you, Sue, and I bless you for even trying. I really. So, if you're in this chat,
I don't have any patience for cross stitch.
I don't either. I don't know how you did all the quilting stuff you did. It's like, good golly, I've seen some of your quilting.
I'm
like, well, I was like a mad woman. I was fast with it,
On the quilting thing. I was looking for a vape store in Paducah because my vape broke, and I've been looking for a vape store in Paducah, and I found out where the National Quilt Museum is at in Paducah. I actually know where it's at now. It's right by the river.
Oh, good. We'll have to check it out.
Cool. Absolutely.
I've got some old friends that have quilts up there.
Very cool. Very cool. But off the tangent, if there's someone, if you're in chat and you want to come hang out on screen with us, you can do like Sue and Michael has done. I think Michael went to go check on the dog. And just do your icon and just have your microphone up. All I need is headphones or earbuds. And just message Michael or I on Twitter. Or if you have us on Facebook, just let us know. There are posts everywhere for members as well. So if you're a member of the channel, either on Facebook or not Facebook, Buy Me a Coffee or YouTube, those links are up there for you to use. And you can come hang out with us on here and ask your questions because Clara has had very good success comparative to me with YouTube and have you broken the 13,000 threshold? Are you 13,000 now? I haven't looked in a long time.
I'm looking right now as we're doing this here.
Okay.
Let's see, 13.6.
Yeah. Okay. So you've broken that 13,000 threshold, and you have some really awesome stuff. You guys, we have the master badass shelf coming on board. Hello, Mike. How you doing?
Hey, Mike.
Hello. How's everyone? Sue, Clara, what's up? Tish,
hello.
Mike. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's up?
I saw a comment in the chat that was a little bit ago, and I wanted to address it. They were saying they had a hard time getting their videos from the phone onto their laptop, and they're finding themselves doing a lot of things on their phone. And I use my phone exclusively for YouTube, and I know Marcy does that as well, and she does all her edits on her phone. So, I mean, if you've got the programs, use them. They work great.
Yeah. Yep. Use what you got.
I started off with my phone. With my phone, and then I got the cameras in, and I went to OBS. is it OBS? Yeah, OBS, and launched off there. And then I found that I could put a lot more on the screen, and also my logo, which proves that it's my video, so that no other bugger can nick it.
Right.
Is the one
Right.
thing that I was looking at. So, yeah, the only thing I have trouble with is the bloody music.
Right.
That's the one part I have, because I find this one tune that goes for so long, and then I want to put it in a feedback and keep going again, but it won't. When I go to YouTube Studio, it won't allow me to copy it again to keep that same song going.
Okay.
So I think I was having a
Oh,
blog
and have it
moment.
repeat.
Yeah, have it on a loop, basically.
Yeah, I think
are you editing on your phone, or are you editing on certain software on your computer?
No, just in YouTube Studio.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know anybody who does that.
No, I don't either.
'Cause that's the
I
only
only did it
program
one
I've got.
time.
I don't have any
Panic.
other flash whiz bang program.
You a good program that's free, and I'm trying to remember the program's name. Filmora you can get for free, but you have a watermark. And I'm trying to think of the program. I want to say Shotcut, like SHOT.
Do you have a Mac?
No, I've got
Do you have a Mac, Sue?
No, it's not a Mac. I've got a HP.
Okay.
It's got Windows.
There's Michael's phone. You're supposed to mute your phone, Michael.
It's all right. If you hear X-Files in the background, it'll be my phone.
Actually, that's Cheryl. Cheryl's trying to come in, so I was trying to get the link to her. Yeah, so
okay.
I may give her a call. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Make sure we can get her in. Okay.
Okay.
Sweet. But there's a program called Shotcut. I think it's Shotcut. And I used that when I first started YouTube because I had no money and I don't know what the hell I was doing, and my phone was an LG K7 and it had the power of like 3 hamsters running in a wheel, so I had a crappy old laptop, but it worked and I got videos up and, so I suggest getting an actual like software like that. Like I said, Filmora is free with the watermark. Otherwise, I think it does go on sale for like $50 or something. And I'm not sure if that's a limited license now. I have the lifetime license because I bought it 2.5 years ago. So, it's just use what you have. There's also a lot of softwares that you can get on your phone. If you want to get it on your phone, whether it's an iPhone or an Android, go to D. Niman's channel. And he has a litany of different things that he can teach you or talk about with using your mobile phone, how to live stream, how to do all the different things on your phone. I mean, you have one of the most powerful tools in your hand every single day. And you don't have to have this fancy, I have a Note 10 Plus. You don't have to have a Note 10 Plus or the iPhone 28 or whatever number they're up to now. I don't even know. But you can use whatever.
28's right.
Okay, so 28? Okay.
Close enough. Yeah, I know they have
the iMac Pro Mini.
I stopped counting after they went to double digits.
I can't keep track of it all.
They did the X, the iPhone 10, which was just an X. That was okay. Roman numeral, but
I know there's a tracky guy who does all his filming on a track on the phone.
On the iPhone? Yeah.
Yeah, does all his filming.
What do you use for your filming?
Me?
Yeah.
Well,
you have Mike.
Michael.
Oh, okay. I'll be okay.
No, he's a badass chef.
Well, we got badass chef. Yeah.
Hey,
badass.
PG,
Pop goes
13, right?
Badass.
I use HitFilm, and I've used that for like the last 4 years.
Okay.
There's a free version, and that's got a chroma key. It's got where you can, do all of your fade in and fade outs. You can, do all the stuff with your lower thirds. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but that one's pretty easy. Keely, she's got like an art channel. She's got a random rock where she paints rock. She's got like 3 channels, and she's just started like last year, and she edits all her own videos. So
very cool.
She learned that fast how to use that software, and she had no idea how to do anything before that. So it's HitFilm's pretty easy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and all you gotta do is start and start learning. I mean, everybody's gonna start off,
right.
make a ton of mistakes, and just embrace it and just start learning what
No one's first video is gonna hit 1,000K views right away, unless you're already in editing, and there are the few little unicorn people that do that. But let me bring in the mod with the most, Miss Cheryl. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, love.
Hey, Cheryl. Hey. I can put a face to the name. Yay!
Cheryl, I got you face to face, and I just want to say here publicly, I love you, and thank you so much for everything you've done for our channel and for us and for everybody in the Haven.
Yes.
You are amazeballs, and I love you.
Thanks. I need that in writing so I can give it to my husband, okay?
I'll give it to you in triplicate so he can have it like on the refrigerator, on the bathroom mirror, and then in his own hands.
We'll record it as an actual video. Then you can, play it over and over again.
I was going to actually tattoo it on his forehead.
Well, then he can't see it unless I got to do it backwards on his forehead so he can see it when he looks in the mirror.
There you go. I knew there's a reason I liked you. So what did I miss?
We were just talking about YouTube and editing. Using what you have, and just stepping up.
I use iMovie, and it came with a Mac. And it works out great for me.
Yeah, I'm reading the chat. Heather Mater says she uses iMovie. She likes it. She records everything on her iPhone. Jay Whitty, filming, editing, uploading all on the iPhone. Yes. So.
Hey, Heather.
I'm sorry.
Everybody saying hello to Heather. Hello, Heather. She's in that chat. Hello,
hey, Heather. Hey, Heather.
Yeah. Let's
and
see.
Hey, everybody else.
Yeah. Trying to see. Cheryl's in the chat.
Because they've come and gone, and I can't type it in.
Donna Lee's in the chat. If I didn't mention that earlier, let's see. I think it's her. Oh, Angela, mixed media artist. Angela. Hey, Angela.
Oh.
There's some lady named Keely. Art with Keely. Oh.
Yay, Keely.
Keely's here.
Everybody is so awesome. It says it's awesome to see you, Cheryl. Because I see you in all these chats and it's so awesome to see your face and put a face with a name like Clara said earlier. So yeah, it's awesome. My heart is about ready to burst right now.
Thank you. Well, it's such an honor to do all of the moderating for you folks and all of the artists. I can't support all of the artists that I love.
Right.
Other than doing it like this, so giving my time and my energy and my love, that's the best I can do. So
well, it is the best of anyone. I tell you what, I cannot thank you enough for everything that you do. Thank you, Cheryl. Well,
actually, there's a lot of super cool moderators out there. Claire's one.
Yes.
Tish is one.
Yep.
There's fabulous moderators out there. So yeah, it's not just me. And someone asked me the other day, or said I should teach a class in how to moderate. And I said, guys, that's just paying attention. So, okay.
Yeah. But as an observer of YouTube, Cheryl, what we were Daniel Batal did a live stream today for members only.
Okay.
And he was talking about making content for your viewer. So as a viewer, what do you think are the key things that people need to keep in mind when they're creating for YouTube?
That they're dealing with individuals that all have different likes and dislikes. You can't, make everyone happy. You have to be true to yourself as an artist and as
Agreed.
a YouTube creator. That's the number one. And the people, if you're being true to yourself, the people that automatically connect with you are going to show up and they're going to support you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, they came to see you do art, not necessarily you do their art.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And they want to know why you like this. What's important to this about this to you? Why are you inspired to even try this? Because when we're inspired and then we talk to other people about, being inspired, that inspires them. So it's inspiration begets inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's not just, it doesn't necessarily just pertain to fluid art, but any kind of creativeness.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was one thing that that Daniel kind of said, and it kind of like resonated in my head is make the content that your viewers want to see, not necessarily what they want, because if they already know what they want,
They've already seen it.
They've already seen it somewhere.
Right, Sue.
Yeah.
They've already
True.
seen it. So if you think outside the box and create something that your viewers, okay, this is a high, this was, something that I haven't seen on YouTube, but I have this idea to do this. Let's do this and make the title as compelling as possible, as far as like, you never thought you could do this with golden paint, or that kind of, that kind of title that's like, well, what the hell are they doing with golden paint? So, bring it up a notch and get that curiosity click.
Yeah, it's really all about your hype, and the hype is what is going to be the tease that's going to bring someone in. And one of the things of broadcasting, whenever you're talking about something that's 15 or 30 seconds on a promo, is you're going to hit key things. That was one of the things he was talking about. That, like, if you're talking about an actor or actress that's not going to be in a series, he mentioned like The Mandalorian. He said, you say something about The Mandalorian, you don't tell the name of the actor or actress, because a lot of people are going to be like, hell, I don't even know who that is. But they're going to know who the character is. And if you just say The Mandalorian, so-and-so's quit The Mandalorian. Well, that's it. That's all you have to do. And everybody's going to go, well, I want to know who that is. And then that's what's going to suck them in. So that's exactly it. It's finding the right keyword about something, and
without overhyping.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just enough. It's just got to be enough. Yeah.
So,
just enough of a tease.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what Heather said is clickbait titles.
Yeah.
It's not clickbait. It's not clickbait. I know that's hard to say without like spitting everywhere. It's not clickbait if you actually deliver on what you say.
Right.
So, but exactly. One of us here has a bigger channel than like all of us combined. And that would be Sir Mike, Badass Chef. What have you found works for you as far as like making content that your viewers want, not necessarily that they've requested? Is that worked for you? Have you found that to be true?
Oh yeah. It's basically as you get bigger. I know you've heard some other people say that your subscribers, the ratio of how many subscribers are watching versus non-subscribers, that goes down and down and down. And, you know, if I just do things for just them, you know, you have your community, the people that show up and watch your videos and they've been following you for a while, but you're still looking for your unique viewers. You know, you want that to, you know, when you look at your analytics, you always want to be shown to, you know, new people, and that's how you continue to grow. And so once in a while I'll do a video if people are asking, you know, if there's several people asking for the same topic, but otherwise I'm making things that I think that people in that niche would be looking for. And I don't get too excited about just dropping a video and sitting there watching, you know, how many views it's going to get and the velocity. And because I'm thinking I'm building up a library, and
Right.
that way when somebody comes in and watches your video, if you've got your stuff organized, you got things in playlist, you know, they're going to watch more than one video, or they're, you know, if they get interested in it. So you're actually building a library. So when you make one, you don't really realize, like I've got one video that's got over 1 million views, but I made it over 3 years ago. And for the first 9 months, it had like only a couple hundred views. So it went almost like a whole year before it got any traction. So, you know, and I thought that one was better than some of my other ones. Some of my other ones started to take off. And I was like, well, what's wrong with that one? But I never thought about it. And I just, you know, just left it. And then sooner or later, you know, if you did all your things right, and, you know, the algorithm finally figures it out and who to put it in front of. And now that one video accounted for, I think, like 25% of my subscribers on my whole channel, because they keep showing that one over and over. And one
Keeps
thing like
getting
call to
traction.
action. Yeah. And then so, you know, it didn't happen overnight. So when I drop a video, you know, if it does do good, you know, and I get, you know, traction, I see a lot of comments, I'll answer those, you know, that's good. But I don't drop one. And if it gets 100 views, you know, I don't get like sad or distraught or YouTube hates me or whatever. It's just like, well, that one, you know, might take a while. So it's another one for the library. You know, if it fits in all your stuff, if you're just making videos for the hell of it and putting it out, you know, just throwing stuff against the wall, you know, if you don't put any thought into it, then, you know, it's just a big hodgepodge of content. But if you keep thinking, you know, I think every time I make videos, you know, what value is it, you know, what's somebody going to get out of it, you know, whether they're new or one of my older subscribers and that. So, you know, some your people who've been following you after a while, you know, it's like you guys doing the art. I know, like, you know, you do your resin pours, you know, you change up your colors and your technique a little, but after years of doing it, there's only so much, you know, tweaking, you know, before you're doing stuff over and over. And, you know, like me with my hydroponics, I try to take something really complicated and get it down to where it's easy so that everyone can do it. So I've kind of cut all the frills out. So there's only so much, you know, I can say, you know, get a container, put some nutrients in, put your plant in, you know, and I've got 200 videos like that. So it's kind of tough to, you know, keep going and going. So yeah. So, you know, it's a little tough, but you think, you know, you're going to do something, it's going to repeat something, but you're thinking if, you know, they go to put this in front of people, you know, are they going to, you know, is somebody going to get some value out of it?
Absolutely. Well, on that,
and you also become authority.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You gain trust of your subscribers. So before we go any further, let me bring on one more person. We've got Angie from Angie Mason Art. Hello, Angie.
Hey, Angie.
Hi, guys. How are ya?
Hey, Angie.
Good.
Hi. How are ya?
Good.
Good to see all you guys. Oh my gosh, you are so beautiful. Oh, I look terrible. Okay, something's wrong. Camera angle's not good.
No.
We don't care what you look like. We know your heart.
We know exactly.
Oh, I love you guys so much.
It's wonderful to put a face with the name. That's why I'm loving lives, because, you know, I don't show my face very often. I have never seen Cheryl's face other than in a picture. And Sarah, I miss her face, you know. And well, Michael, I
so
see
beautiful.
But, you know, it's Michael. And then Mike, I get to see him every time I watch one of his videos. But he's still awesome, and I still like him. So here's my thought. Okay, Mike and I have kind of talked about this a little bit, and everybody's always saying niche down, niche down, niche down, niche down. But in my opinion, this is just my opinion. This is just my experience on YouTube. This is just me. Okay, this does not reflect the views of this channel or anybody else. I feel like I have honed myself into this little tiny slice, and I'm not happy there. And I need to do what I need to do. Not necessarily because I want to do it, but I feel like other people want me to do it. Like other people want to see that. And I don't think the way I'm thinking about things, I don't think there has been much of it on YouTube that I have seen. So I think people are going to see what I'm doing, and I'm going to do product reviews, but I'm not only going to do product reviews for fluid art, but I'm going to do reviews for the paints, different products, different whatever, in like the way they're supposed to be used, and also for fluid art, and also for mixed media art, and also so you get like this 5-minute mashup of all my opinions and all of the things that I have found with this one product. And I have never seen anybody do that before. And I want to do things like this where we bring on people and get opinions from everybody, and get ideas from people and just have a connection with people. Like I said, I want to bring in more people that are photographers and musicians and editors, to network, so we can all come together and work together to make YouTube a better place. Because if YouTube's a better place, the world will be a better place. I have big dreams. I have a dream. I do. But, getting your voice out there, getting it told is a whole different spectrum. And, I'm not afraid to say this. I have mental health issues. I live with depression. And some days it's hard to even just put my feet on the floor and get out of bed. Usually it's coffee and I have to pee. That's the reason. That's my motivation for getting out of bed every morning. So, and then just going forward and doing it. And so if you're dealing with depression, if you're dealing with anxiety, if you're dealing with all these things, no, you're not alone. And if you're thinking about making a YouTube channel, you're not alone. We all have a voice, and we all want to be heard. So create your video and be heard. Even if it's only to 10 people.
Do what you want to do.
Exactly.
Amen.
If it's only 10 people that see your video, that's 10 people that didn't see your art before. And I used to get down on myself because I would spend literally 6 hours to edit a 3-minute video, because I'm so picky, and my computer's old and doesn't process fast, and then I only get 50 views on it, and I would be so bummed out about it. But then I started thinking of it like, okay, if you were standing in a room with 50 people, how would that feel if they all watched your video? How would you feel?
Right.
You feel pretty awesome that 50 people saw your video. Because they're all standing around you. They're all right there with you. When Mike said he has a video that has 1 million views, can you imagine 1 million people standing all in this area? Just think about that. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
don't worry about being perfect. This is coming from Queen of Perfectionist right here. I am like, it has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. And I overcome that hurdle and just put something out there, even if it's only on Facebook, even if it's just a video that you post on your personal page showing how you created something. Do it, because there's going to be one person out there that you touch, one person out there that you inspire, one person, and that's all you need. Okay, I'm off
Starts
Absolutely.
with one.
Yep. Cool.
I'll remove myself. I had a couple of beers, okay, so I'm a little.
Step
You know,
down off of
Hey,
the
have a
soapbox.
couple of
Wait,
more.
I've just got Diet Pepsi.
Oh no, that's good
Hey.
too.
Diet Pepsi's good too. I personally don't like it, but hey,
Hey,
it's good.
so whatever your favorite drink is, you know, it's a lot like what Mike was saying. You put something out there, and you just you're not waiting to see what the analytics are going to be. Hey, there is Sue.
I started to feel
Hello.
that out.
Yay! Hi,
Yeah.
Sue.
Nice,
There she is.
nice. But yeah,
Sorry
like,
about the glare on the glasses.
oh no,
No, you're
I've
okay.
got glare coming in.
I think I'm gonna have to
I
put
was
my
like-
glasses on. I'm blinded.
Yeah.
I'm half waiting for a little munchkin to come in behind me now.
Oh.
Yeah, we
Hello, say hello.
It's family.
We're still down
It's
watching
life.
TV, so yeah.
But yeah, like Mike was saying, I mean, it's not something you're just waiting to see the ticker, you know, like, oh, okay, you know, I'm now. It's just
One
you
deal.
just put it out there.
Like
Yeah,
this.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know,
yeah.
one of the tough
Exactly.
things is like people right now, you know, when you get going, you start looking into things and you start watching the Neiman Brothers and Sean Cannell and all of this, and you know about your analytics. Back years ago when I first started, I had no idea about all of that. I didn't know you could even make your own thumbnail. And it was a lot more free. You were getting out there, you're making something. And I remember I had 35 subscribers, and we would be away for the weekend. And my wife's like, "You want to spend one more night?" I said, "No, I have to get home because I have to make a video for, you know, my 35, you know, people are waiting for me." And I had no idea what was going on, you know, and I do that. And I think I did one video on Facebook, and it like went up to like 18,000 views. And on Facebook, it doesn't really mean anything, but I was getting excited, like, wow, you know, that many people saw it, you know, that was like something big. And, you know, and it was like nothing. It was, you know, but yeah, I think that right now people are so stressed because you know so much. There's like information overload, and you're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that. And, you know, if you just think I'm going to make something, hopefully people, you know, will like it. You just got to bring value to people, and all that other stuff, that techie stuff, and doing your SEO and, you know, everything else is, you know, that's like basics that you got to get down, and the foundation work, you know, that helps. But above all, it's just, you got to find your audience, and, you know, and once that starts to click, you know, just go in on that. Unless you're like me and Tish is starting to talking about like changing, and you know, I'm gonna pivot too. And so some people would say that's crazy if your channel gets that big to start to pivot, but I have hardly any creators on my channel. You know, it's mostly like gardeners and people want to know hydroponics. So lots of the things like you guys, when you live stream and people talk about like creators, or you go to other ones, I don't have that on mine. If I go live, a bunch of people or gardeners pop in, and there's hardly anybody talking about being a creator. But some people do pop in once in a while, because if I show up in a live stream, you know, people are like curious, or they're going, "Oh, go check out Mike's channel," and they'll pop in once in a while. So when I'm telling my viewers I'm going to start cooking, I get a lot of creators have DM me or message me or email me and all that. "Oh no, you're doing the wrong thing.
You lost your marbles."
Yeah, no, so it's you know, it's, you know, yeah, that's why I said you build a library of content, and it's evergreen content. So last month I put out 2 videos,
Trudy.
and I still made over $1,000 just in AdSense. So that's not counting, you know, online courses, ebooks, my physical product that I make, and that. So just AdSense, and that was with 2 videos. So that's because a lot of people went to look at all the other videos that they're still going. So once that gets going, you know, if you pivot, you know, that YouTube's not all of a sudden just going to stop everything and just showing, you know, your hydroponics to cooking, you know, people are interested in cooking. So it's if you build your content, and then once you get that traction going, then you don't have to be in that daily grind and just keep worrying about it. So I'm
sorry about that. That's my dog.
That's all right. I got a stray cat that keeps trying to get in here. Y'all probably can't hear me.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
Hey, at least it wasn't your husband. You're okay.
Or a 4-year-old.
He's
Right.
Milo.
He's nice.
You know, I'd like to say something about what you had to say there, Mike. That there's a lot of people that have this need to keep creating, and they can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over. They must change. People like Heather, people like Tish. It's like it's really important that you guys get a chance to do what's important to you, what gives you that excitement, because that's the excitement that comes across on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
you know, go ahead.
Oh, everybody will evolve, in
Right.
their interests, what they run into, experiences, other individuals who inspire them. And eventually, you change your own viewpoints, in different stages and such. So even though, like for example, Heather and I both do Alcoholics, but we're going in two different directions.
Totally different.
And
Totally.
even then, I'm watching her stuff. She's inspiring me, and she's talked about me inspiring her a couple times too. And it's interesting how that works, because we'll cross paths and our art will grow and develop. So it's
Exactly.
you have to
If you saw
evolve and change and tweak.
If you saw the work that I started doing in the very beginning to what I'm doing now, it's like, ew, did I really do that? Ew. And then, I had that same piece hanging in my market stall, trying to sell, and people would be walking past it and go, oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. And it's like, okay, so then buy it for me so I can do something else. And it's no,
I don't love it that much, right? It's like, I love that.
Exactly.
I don't love it that much,
Right.
Yeah.
There she is. I was just going to say, Cheryl, you need a light, honey.
It's a case of not everybody is going to like your artwork. Not everybody, it's not going to tickle their fancy. I got some advice, believe it or not, from a psychic. This is long before all my stuff kicked in. And as this girl's telling me, I'm chuckling away because I know exactly who it is. And it was my dad's second eldest brother, Max. He was there telling me. And the best advice he ever gave me was, do what you want to do. Plain, simple, easy. Just do what you want to do.
Right.
And I'm doing what I want to do.
Yep.
And if no one else likes what I do, well then fine. Don't watch what I do. But this is me and this is how I create. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm always
just
looking
Yeah,
at
you
different
got to be
things
true
to
to
do.
yourself.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
here's the thing. People can spot a lie. Okay? So if
Yeah.
you're on screen and you're lying
Exactly.
and you're doing something you hate and you're hating what you're
yeah.
creating and you're hating it, but you put a smile on your face and you're like, oh, I love this. People will know. People will know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they'll pick
will.
it up.
And they
And
do.
you're like,
Oh,
"What's
yeah.
stupid? Don't play
Excuse me.
stupid."
But
You know,
another part of it is if you're passionate and it's your passion, that's going to ring through, and that's
Right.
going to show.
Yeah.
And that's where that's when other people are going to be like, man, yeah, I have that passion too, and it will inspire them as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think passion is infectious.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very much.
yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It is.
agreed.
That's why I personally give kudos to Mike for stepping out and changing gears and doing the chef thing. Because first off, hydroponics and chef kind of go together. Okay, because if you grow all this stuff, you gotta know how to cook it.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. So, and just knowing how passionate, how much he loves this, it makes my heart happy. And you're going to see that in his content. You're going to see how happy he is doing what he's doing. And I hope to do a collaboration with him and do some of my pastry chef skills with him
Mm.
and
yeah,
do some fun stuff like that. But, down the road, we're not putting any, I'm just putting things out there because Clara and I are going to do a collaboration, I'm sure, pretty soon. Anybody wants to do a collaboration with me?
Oh, yay!
First off, we have the color palette challenge every single week. If you want to do a collaboration with the Artist Haven, pick up that color palette, bake some cookies, decorate them with those colors, carve something out and paint it with those colors. Do whatever it is. Take a photo that has those colors in it. Expand your mind and expand your creativeness. Use that color palette as your guide. And you do a collaboration with the Artist Haven every week. So, speaking of collaboration, really quick, on the community tab here in YouTube, I posted a challenge to everybody. Go to the community tab, not right now. Don't go now. Okay? Unless
Stay where you are. She's telling you.
Unless you know how to find your way back. Because I've had people go, I went there and now I can't get back, and what do I do? But anyway.
Like I've never heard that before. Yeah.
No, we've never heard that before. Anyway, go to the community tab and see the challenge that I've put out for you guys. Okay. It has to do with hashtag Team C's. If you know who Mr. Beast is and Mark Rober, I think it is, these guys have a challenge. These guys have a thing going on right now. And I want the artist community, the creative community to get out there and be a part of this. So after the live stream, go and hello, Gypsy. Hello. Why can't I remember? Serenity. I knew it began with Serenity. Hello, beautifuls.
Oh.
Okay, now go watch TV.
So beautiful.
Yeah, go watch TV. Do what Tish says. Tish is telling you to go watch TV. Go on, do what Auntie Tish says. Auntie Tish here is telling you go watch TV.
Go watch TV.
Go on.
Or go play. Go play.
Good job, Auntie Tish. Good job.
I told you they'd show up.
It actually works.
At least someone listens to me. I mean, the dog doesn't even listen to me, so hey.
Drink.
Can I call you? Tish, can I call you when you do realize you just became my excuse? Auntie Tish has told you.
Put her on speed dial.
It works for Faith. Brooke does it with Faith. Auntie Tish ain't gonna come here and bake cookies with you if you don't behave. So that happens a lot, I guess. I don't know. But that's because I'm a cool auntie.
Yes, you are.
Hey, I want to take a moment, give a shout out to a few people in the chat. Darth Haster is in the chat. Welcome.
Hey, Darth.
Hey, Darth.
Hey, Darth.
Hadley Scott McIntyre.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Welcome back.
Excuse me. Goodness, I'm sorry.
Hello. And I think that was everybody. Yeah.
Waiting for that first frost so all this mold and pollen and all the crap dies. Die.
You just need to use that neti pot.
And then you're going to be complaining about how cold it is.
No, actually, I have vowed to myself I'm not going to complain how cold it is.
Cheryl's right. It's cold. It's like, no, wait a minute. You're from Minnesota. It's like, I know. Then why do you think I came down here to Illinois? It's like, oh, okay.
It's too hot
here to Australia. It's boiling hot here at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go. But then it's too hot. If it can be 25 degrees all year round, I'd be happy. But it has to dip down to coldness at night, like 32, so none of the mosquitoes come out.
Yeah, at the moment we're heading into our storm season. In one day, we had 3 thunderstorms, about half hour apart.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was nuts. It was like,
That's insane.
yep, they're gone, and then the phone would go off, and the government is sending us out weather warnings again. It's like, oh god, wait a minute, is that a repeat? Oh no, wait, oh, here we go again. Oops. It's like, third time's a charm, right? It's like, oh, okay, here we go again. It was ridiculous. And then I think one hit again later on, like when everybody was asleep around 2 o'clock-ish. So it's nuts. It's crazy up here. They don't get it so much down in Sydney and Melbourne, but up here in the tropics in Queensland, yeah, we cop it. And I get it because we're really on the coastline. We're not that far from the coastline here.
Yeah.
So,
I think it was Matt that says that he was like, I think everybody in New Zealand, I know you're in Australia, but everybody in New Zealand is like 4 hours from the coast. I know Australia's bigger. I get that.
Yeah.
But, we're in Illinois and we have to drive at least 9 hours to see the coast. So, you know.
Well, when you look at New Zealand, when you look at New Zealand, is it, I can never remember, but is it topographical? It's a lot of the area there. There's not a lot of flat area, so that's where most of their population is gathered because the mountains are just too mountainous to get anywhere.
Right.
Even with Lord of the Rings, they had to chopper some of their stuff into one of the areas that they wanted to use.
Yeah.
It's so inaccessible.
Yeah.
And it does take them that long to get to where they want to go if they want to go to the beach or something like that. I got another friend in the North Island. She's on the eastern. Yeah, she's on the eastern tip where it goes at the tops like that. She's out this way, and she's out in the middle of nowhere. They're off grid, completely off grid. And hold that thought. What did your sister do?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
I'll be back.
Okay. Hey, it's Saturday night.
That's right. Anything goes. Anything goes.
It's Sunday here, mate. It's Sunday. Get it right.
It's Saturday
Yeah,
night
mate, get it
here.
right.
It's the
Saturday
aftermath
here.
on a Sunday. Hey,
Yeah,
we want to give
yeah.
a shout. We want to give a shout out to Dawn Davis. Didn't want to leave her out. Dawn, welcome. They're in Texas, I believe. Is that where Dawn's at? I think she was saying there. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Colleen, Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Colleen, Texas. There's JHA Art Studio as well. That's a new name for me. Thank you for joining us tonight.
That's Jack, isn't that Jack?
Jack.
Jack, yeah.
That's Jack.
Jack's been here before. Yeah.
Is he? Okay. Well,
See, I'm the
Jack
one doing
dancing
it. I'm the
man.
one doing
you're
that.
the one
Yeah.
doing it
So-
normally, so I
Hey,
apologize.
I get to be here. Yeah.
I still love you. I know you get to be on camera. So,
It's so cool to see you guys and see your faces and put faces with names. I just love it.
It's pretty sad,
It
I
isn't
feel
it?
more connected. Yeah.
you see it?
Sorry.
You see it?
It's like, oh my God.
I got Michael. I got Michael, and I got Mike. And Michael and Mike.
Wait a minute.
So, Michael is a handsome fella.
Hey, they're both handsome fellas.
And I don't want to. Mike is a good-looking dude, but I don't want Keely to get mad at me for saying that. So,
And she has rocks. She might throw rocks at you.
exactly. But one of the things that I've been contemplating, and we're trying to build our membership here on the channel to help it be kind of self-sustaining. You know, it pays for its own internet, it pays for its own StreamYard. We can do upgrades to the computer with the money and all that kind of stuff. what are your guys' thoughts? And I'm going to pose this question, and I'm going to have to like leave you for a moment. So I want you to answer, and Michael can tell me later, or I can watch the restream. But I need to go inside the house and use the restroom because, yeah, laughing too hard and beer don't go well together. But I want to turn memberships kind of into like, you know how you go, I'm thinking Elks Club, you pay your dues at the Elks Club, or whatever club, and you get to come in and you get to hang out with your fellow elks, or water buffalo, or whatever antlered creature club you're part of. You get to pay your dues, and it pays for the building that you're in and that kind of thing. What are your thoughts on doing something like that with your content, with your your community? Do you think that's a good idea? Do you think that's something that should just be like, no, it should be whatever? Or do you think, tell me, or tell Michael.
And we wear antlers?
Well, you can put your antlers on.
Or we wear like antlers and horns and hats and a fez?
Hey, we can have fezes and bow ties. That's okay. We can. You know what? I think I will send out bow ties to all the members because bow ties are cool.
Bow ties.
Yeah, I do need to go.
I could go. I mean, I could go with the antlers. Yeah. Sue, okay. You gotta get Sue caught up. It's already Sunday there.
I will be back momentarily. So
she can only hold it for so long.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. I'm in the bladder of a gnat. Okay, I'll be back.
Hey, she found it.
Okay. So
I don't know. My first question is: there anybody on YouTube already doing that?
Doing what?
Not that I know of. Like a members, like a Elks Club type of. I'm not aware of anything like that.
Mike?
Yeah, I'm not.
Mine's going to be a club. It says on my name.
It does. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
See, where they say great minds think alike.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how are you planning on structuring that, Mike?
Well, this is like I named this, and I changed this channel was like Creator Spotlight, Louder Life. I think I went through like 50 names. But my other one, my main channel, that's hydroponics. We're growing food, and we're kind of doing like farm to table. Mm-hmm. So I want to cook because I like you guys were all talking about being passionate about stuff, right? And everybody says niche down to do something, and but I think the people, especially artistic people, are multidimensional. That there's not like one thing. We might specialize in one thing and be good at that, but lots of times we do a whole lot of things. And like you said, in going year after year after year on that one thing, like I don't know about everyone else, but when I came on YouTube, it was with intent to make money, to build a business. I didn't even know what a YouTuber or creator or anything was. I just wanted a way to transition and do something I could do online. And so from the very beginning, I had that in mind, and I wasn't thinking like I'm going to be a creator. I need this many subscribers or anything. I thought it was always with the intent of making a revenue stream. And but so that was something I was doing, was hydroponics. I've been doing that for about 10 years. And I thought that might be interesting for other people to kind of see and watch. And sooner or later, people who didn't have time to make the stuff that I was showing would say, well, how can I get one? I don't have time to make it. Then I would sell them. I said, well, here, so I was doing that as a way to grow a business. But as far as being passionate, I love cooking. When I was a kid, when kids went to the library and they're getting all kinds of books, I was getting recipe books and cookbooks. And I was at home going through and watching like Julia Child and Jacques Pepin and stuff way back when, the old Cajun guy, Justin, and, all these old cooks. And I was watching on PBS, the great chefs, and So I was in the hospitality industry. I managed restaurants. Me and Keely catered things. So I really love cooking, and I got into the hydroponics because I wanted to grow a business, whereas I didn't know that you could start a cooking channel on YouTube and get millions of viewers. So I started doing that, and I want to kind of transition. So I'm taking that channel, and the reason why I think that I can pivot is I'm not going to be putting a bunch of cooking videos on the hydroponics one, but I'm going to live stream because YouTube kind of treats them a little different. I can still upload like garden videos, and they'll show that to the people interested in garden. The algorithms already figured that out. But when I live stream, notify some of my followers that I'm going live, and I tell those people I'm going to be cooking. And then what I'm going to do is take those live streams and cut it down to a recipe. I'm not going to live stream for like 3 hours. It's going to be like 1 hour, cook one recipe. Then I'm going to cut it down, and then
some more
take
condensed.
Right. To the Badass Chef Club is have people go over there where I'll upload the shortened video. So I can still live stream because on my channel, I've got memberships. I've got the applause button. I've got people already buying merch. I've got, I've got a built-in audience already. So I can like live stream, get super chats. Whereas my other channel, this one, I don't have anything yet, but it'll be driving traffic over that way. And as far as like the club goes, like what Tish was talking about, is if you can bring value, what I want to do is see, at first I just call it Chef Mike, and there's like 50 Chef Mikes out there. So, Chef Mike is just about me, and I want to make it about other people. So if you like cooking, if you think, you're great at grilling, you're part of the club, you come in, so it's going to be inclusive. Or if you just want to learn how to be a badass chef, we're going to show you things that I've learned over the last, 40 or 50 years cooking and catering and having parties. And, we've done a lot of fantastic things. We've catered at a country club or inside of a gated community, and all these women came in, and it was for someone's 60th birthday. And they said that our food and the way we did it was better than the country club where they live, the caterers that they had there. And we do entertaining. So the live show would be cool because me and Keely's already done. If you guys said you needed a party, basic caterers are what I call like slopping the hogs. It's just, putting out a bunch of food, and somebody sitting there serving it. What we would do is I take their kitchen and I would cook, and it'd be part of the entertainment. And they'd have like their countertop, and people would sit around. We'd cook, we'd hand them food. We'd start with hors d'oeuvres, and then people could walk around and chat and take turns. And it was a whole different way of entertaining. And that was pretty cool. And like I said, so I had fun. I was passionate about that. And hopefully it's going to translate into, something that, like Mike was saying, if you're not passionate about it, like if I say it's a badass chef and I go to do a video and go, okay, today we're going to scramble some eggs, and I just whip them up, and, so we're going to have to do some badass stuff on there. So it's called burning your boats, so, if you want to take the island, you got to burn the boat. So if I do that, I got to live up to that. So it's something I've been passionate about it. So I know you guys, you do art, but I'm sure that you do a lot of other things too. And, so, it's something I'm passionate about. I've always wanted like a cooking show, but back in the day, Mike, like you said, when we have radio and radio went to TV, and then they had the gatekeepers, you had to ask or have a handful of people decide what was going to be on TV.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can make your own show and you don't have to ask anybody's permission. And so I was thinking,
that's a great point.
Yeah, when I said, well, hell, I always wanted to do that. I was just going to make cooking videos. People kept asking me for that. I was like, why don't I just make my own show? If it flops, it flops. Who cares? And if it, if it does good, you never did. No one ever did anything great by playing it safe. So if everybody can drop the fear, like somebody said something about, being afraid of being on camera and this and that, the most freeing thing is to get to the point where you don't really care about what people think or say. You just get out there and be yourself. And that's something easy to say, but some people say that.
It takes time, but it does happen.
Yeah. You go back and you do cry, that somebody said something mean, but sooner or later you do actually feel it. It's got to be something that, once you get to that point and you can put out a video, put something up, and all the comments like, I hate you, or you're stupid or anything. And they just roll off your back and you just keep being you, it's a liberating feeling.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. The
Absolutely.
moment you let someone
Absolutely.
who's giving you that bad comment get to you, think of it as if you've just let them won.
You gave your power to
Right.
them.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They just won.
Not worth it.
And that's their problem, not yours.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
Either way,
It's
you know,
their
it's like thumbs up
insecurity,
and thumbs
not
down.
yours.
It's all engagement.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
You know,
Exactly.
Right. And don't
I think I came in
don't
at a
show
good
your
point.
energy on people like that.
I don't. Some of you may know who Roberto Blake is. I follow him on Twitter, and I've come to know him over the summer through Clubhouse, because I'm on Clubhouse, and he posted something about how someone made a comment about the 10 pounds or 15 pounds that he gained on, you know, over this crisis that we're facing, you know, the pandemic. And he's very, you know, he grew up thinking he wasn't attractive, and so he's very, you know, self-conscious about things like that. And I basically told him, if that's the only one thing that they could come up with was how you look, then they need to go back to school and learn some manners, for one thing. And the other thing
Yeah.
is if that's the worst thing that they can come up with, then that's nothing.
Right.
And it really is. It's someone who has been, you know, 150 pounds all the way up to 300 pounds. You know, no, just
You
be
are
you.
who you are.
Exactly.
You are who
And,
you are.
you know, as long as you're happy with who you are in your heart and your mind, then just be you. Just
Yep.
be honest. Don't blow sunshine up your own ass. Okay. Just,
No.
you know, just
I
No,
do
that's
that.
the complete reverse.
and
Yeah.
I've got a bad back. I wouldn't be able to do that anyway.
you know,
Yeah, I don't have a rubber neck.
well, you know, just
That would be a great channel. Starhole.
Hold your terma hole. Hold your knees.
Okay. But I'm saying
I mean,
Roberto Blake
look
has
at
a
mine.
channel of he has 500,000 subscribers, over 500,000. I think he's just passing 6 or just getting to 600,000 subscribers. And that comment kind of struck him. So if you're a little channel like me, you know, under 2,000, or even if you only have 20 and someone says a comment like that, it's called block. Delete the comment and
Right.
block,
And
because we don't
block.
need that negative energy in our realm, you know.
Mhm.
And don't take it personal. That's the one thing that I've learned from YouTube, and also from, you know, several years being homeless. Don't take it personal, because if you do, you'll never get out of the muck in your own brain. And
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
just be passionate and love what you're doing. And this summer gave me a chance to look at what I was doing on the channel, what I wanted to bring Michael in for. You know, Michael has offered to help me with things, and just, you know, he's been a great supporter and someone that I can, you know, bounce ideas off of. Clara as well, and Cheryl, both of them. I'm sandwiched between my like two favorite people. You know, I got all these, and then these two people too.
Chris.
Those two people. I'm surrounded
All we
by
needed
now.
2 more and we got the Brady Bunch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Surround
2 more
yourself.
people and we got the Brady
Okay,
Bunch.
you guys, we got to get the Brady Bunch going, because I got to be in the middle.
Who in the hell's Alice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
Me down here by myself.
Why not?
But you know, the thing about YouTube, the thing about social media, even is people are mean because they hurt. They want everybody
Yeah.
else to hurt.
Yeah,
And
because
Yeah.
they can't do what you're doing,
exactly.
that's when they will bite. So the
Exactly.
best way
Mhm.
to get around it is, you've got that crazy, wacky, warped idea, do it. bugger them. Do it. Just go right ahead and
Bugger
bloody
them.
well do it.
Well,
And do
yeah,
it
yeah.
good.
That's. I mean, you say it. Look, if you've got the
Yeah.
energy
Yeah.
to type and critique me, then take that energy and you do it.
Yeah.
And you,
Yeah.
it's just like what Mike was talking about. If somebody's saying, "Hey, I can do a better show than that," then do it.
Go
Because
for it.
you have the opportunity to.
I
Because there's
challenge
do
you
it,
to a
right.
duel.
this is
Yeah.
right.
Show me.
I challenge
That's
you
how
to the
most
duel.
people,
Yeah,
that's how most creators get even extra creative, because
yeah.
someone has challenged them to do something better than what they just did. So do it. Go out. Challenge yourself.
Absolutely.
Do it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's
I mean,
right.
there are so many things.
And
I asked for, remember the the crescent moon that I did with
Yes.
the Day of the Dead Mask? I actually was on ATD Poor People. No, on ATD Live. And I asked them, I need an idea for this size board. What can I do? And Jeff popped up and said, do a crescent moon with a face in it. And I took it that one step further, because I think he was working on a skull at the time. I took it that one step further and went with a skull. And I thought, this would look really cool with a sugar skull on it. And that's how she came about. And I'm hopeless with hair, so I gave her a halo of flowers. So that's how that came about. And then
It's
that's
so
how
beautiful.
the full moons come around as well. So
Take
know,
take an idea and run with it.
yeah,
It's
Right.
it's taking Mina's inspiration, it's taking Sarah's inspiration, Fiona and her flowers, it's taking Jeff Beckley.
exactly.
I love Jeff Beckley. And he does
Sorry, never heard of him.
He's amazeballs. He's a French painter, abstract painter, and he just does some of the most amazing things with spray paint and masking tape.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah.
it's just he's just amazing. And my pal Johnny, Johnny's the one that got me onto Jeff Beckley, and what Johnny does with his art is amazing. And Montreal Confections, she is a cookie decorator, and just seeing some of her cookies and some of the things that she does with cookies is just like I just get so impassioned by all these people. Bohemian Crafting is my new favorite person. She reminds me of Fiona, because she's got that kind of Czechoslovakian, Slovenia accent, and she's just adorable. She's just adorable, and I love her. And she does all these grungy, funky stuff. Heather Tracy was one of my other people. She's not on YouTube anymore. She took it all down, and it broke my heart, but I've got all her videos because she loves me. So, it's just taking all of the elements that inspire you and all of the things that inspire you and creating what you want. Because here's the thing, if you create what you want, you're going to inspire someone else to create what they want. And it's just going to be this chain effect, this ripple effect.
Yeah.
You throw that stone and it's going to ripple out into the world. And
exactly.
That's what you need to. That's just what you need to do.
Just because you're a fluid artist doesn't mean you have to keep on watching fluid artists do their thing. You're not going to go anywhere. Even if you watch resin, you can only watch so much resin, and then eventually you'll find out, oh, well, that's the same as that one, and that's the same as that one. But trying to take a technique from fluid into resin and resin into fluid, then you think, okay, been there, done that, which is where I've been. It's like, all right, let's think outside the box. Let's put the box in the circle. Let's take that box, that circle, and put it into a triangle.
You have to evolve.
Let's watch other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
do. You have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
you get stale
Yeah.
and you go nowhere. So if you watch, you might be watching, say, Matt's carving, and he's carving something, and you think, oh, wait, I could have a go at that doing this. And then you'll watch someone else and you'll think, oh,
Right.
hang on a minute, I can do that, and I can try and put that into this and this into that. And next thing you know, you've got a this and that, and it looks even better than the that and this was.
Yeah. And
Try and say that real fast.
Clara, she is my key example. When everybody says, "Oh, you need to niche down. You need to like focus yourself into this little tiny slice of all of YouTube." But Clara does resin. She does the heart to hearts with the artist block. You know, she does beautiful alcohol inks, and she just started, with me and doing the Thursday mornings when we were doing Thursday morning lives. We got her to do acrylic pouring, and she's
Nice.
been great with all of it because she's such a wonder with color. And
That's
and
awesome.
she used you should see some of her quilts, y'all. I mean, sincerely, they are the most amazing pieces of art that are functional that I've ever seen. And
I'd like to see some. I haven't seen any.
We would love to see your quilt.
Yeah,
You need to do a
I
clip on
want to
it,
see
darling.
them next time.
Yeah, Clara is a wonderful, amazing artist, and I'm not saying that because I've had a couple beers. I'm saying that because I really truly mean it, and
It's true.
and her channel shows it because she does what she thinks everybody wants to see and what she's passionate about that day.
Yeah, but that's why people watch your channel, because you're passionate about something that they're passionate about.
Right.
And then that becomes their passion and it just goes on. And then there are those others of your channel that, hey, I like that. That's cool.
I have a
and
question
they'll keep on watching it.
I have a question for the panel here and also for the chat, which is over there. Anyway, as an artist, as a creative, do you do just one type of art? Do you do just one type of thing? Do you just cook?
Yeah.
You just do one thing? Or do you do a plethora of things and bring elements from those things into your other elements? Am I wrong, Cheryl? You're nodding your head. I can see you over there.
Yeah, it's like I can't do just one thing. I always have at least 2 or 3 things going at a time. I may have embroidery and cross stitch and
thank you, Cheryl.
3 or 4 sculptures going and a watercolor and an acrylic.
Tish.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry,
I mean,
Cheryl.
I was
having to go at Tish. She was saying that you can have your cross stitch. So
yeah, you can have your cross. I don't like cross stitch. My ADD kicks in hardcore when it comes to cross stitch. It's like, what are you doing this for? Why are you sitting in one space? You need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. You need to go do laundry and you need to clean your cat box and you need to do this painting and you need to do that. No.
Yeah, your butt just does not like to stay in one place, honey.
No, unless I'm talking with somebody, friends and stuff and hanging out, then I can sit and talk because that's fun. But how about you, Mike? Do you find yourself just being creative in one outlet? I know Keely does like 300 things. She's got all the pots going. How about you?
Oh yeah, it's been. I mean, if we had YouTube 40 years ago, and starting or 30, we've been together like 30, married 30 years, and chronicled everything. There's so many different things that we've done, besides just painting murals. We do different, Venetian plasters, and I would actually build things like out of styrofoam and cover it with plaster to make it look like pillars. And, we would carve things and paint it. And, and then that's why our, the cooking and the catering was so creative, was that Keely would take different, like glasses and decorate them. And she started her channel, her art channel is basically making centerpieces for different holidays. Is that people would ask us to do like corporate events, and each one of the tables had like 8 or 10 people, and she'd build these centerpieces for each one of them. And, so all of our stuff is, like I said, it's intertwined in that. So I would get so bored. That's why they started calling me the plant man at one time when my channel started to grow. And I told my wife one day, I was like that. I said, I don't want to be the plant man. And she said, well, too bad. You started this, you have to do it. And, she keeps calling me the plant man in that. And that's why, so I'm transitioning in that now. But it's because I've kind of showed people along the way. It's not like all of a sudden you stop and we're doing something else. It's like, Tish, you're kind of doing a gentle kind of turn, is that people know we're artistic. And I showed them Keely's work and show them, what we do. And so everything's going to tie in. And when I do some of the cooking, I'm going to have some of her artwork. Like she just painted a pumpkin for me. It'll be part of it. And she'll do part of the decorations. And then that way I can say, hey, if you want to learn how to do this, go check out this channel. So, we like I said, we've got ADD. I probably have too many different things that, we try to do at one time.
Christina, hi.
I just want to give a shout out to Christina Wells. She's joined us in the chat. Good evening, Christina.
Good to
And
see you, Christina.
Hello.
I had Donna Lee here said, would it get boring doing just one thing? Amen. Amen. Can I get a hallelujah? Because I started doing the treasure journaling because I have a stack, like a literal stack of canvases that have chip paint on them, or I smudged it, or a bug got in it. And I was like, okay, I got to sand them down and then gesso them and do another pour on them. And I'm like, screw that business. I'm going to find something to do with them. So I started investigating, started doing things. And I used to do scrapbooking and I used to do journaling as well, the junk journal type thing. And now I'm finding, okay, I can take these canvases and turn them into actual books and do these cool things. And I don't have to give up my acrylic pouring. I don't have to give up my resin work because I can bring those elements into what I'm doing now. And I can still do those things. And I can, because who wants to sit and watch paint dry? I mean, for reals. That's been my thing. It's like, I got to wait a week for this paint to cure before I do it. No. Okay, we'll do this and we'll do it. And so I get 15 things going. My only dread, the only thing I hate doing is sitting on that damn computer. I hate it. I don't know how Cheryl does it and her fancy, she can take anything and make it worded beautifully. She's just a master.
I kissed the Blarney Stone. That's it.
So I just, how anybody can sit at a computer all day, bless your heart. And I mean that in the northern way, not in the southern way. I don't know how you do it. I don't, because I go nuts. I mean, ask Michael. I'll come in after a day of sitting at the computer and I'm like, screw this shit. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Cook your own damn dinner.
Well, Michael's saying, where are the bugs? Gotta keep her low or down. Where are those quaaludes?
But
that's what we need.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We need medication and alcohol and
no,
I think it's exactly what everybody's talking about. It's that evolution to say, you know what, I'm going to try something different. And this is, and I told Tish this, we were talking about this because, we travel going to, Kentucky and Indiana and different places around here in the tri-states. And I said that there's a story once that Eddie Van Halen talked about. He said that, he's talking about where the direction of the band was going. And, they'd done all the stuff in the 70s and just platinum albums and so on and so forth. And he wanted to start doing more with keyboards and kind of bringing in a different type of concept to their music. And David Lee Roth was like, no way, man. No, this is what people expect from us, from this, California band that we are. This is it. And Eddie was like, take a look at the name of the band. What does it say? It says Van Halen, and that's me. So this is what we're doing. And that was it. And, you know, they went ahead and they did a, 1984, and then they went into, oh, geez, I can't think of, yeah, that was it. That was the one that had Jump on it. And, you know, it sold more than even what the other albums did. So that was the evolution of the band. And that made all the difference. And it's just not doing the same thing over and over again. Is that you have to explore different avenues and try different things out. And not everything's going to work. And so, but you for yourself, once again, it's that I have to evolve, and my passion is to do that and give it a try and see where it goes. And, you know, if it's successful, then that's, you know, that's the ultimate win of it, because, you know, you can still feel good even if it's not something that's, you know, monumental, but say, hey, I was true to myself, and that's what I did. You know, I wrote that book this way. I wrote the song this way. You know, I performed it this way. So, yeah. You know,
the amazing thing is that you have the opportunity, like, to do like 20, 30 years ago, you know, just to do stuff like this. You know, isn't it fantastic that you can take something that you love doing and get out there and share with people and just do it. And, you know, like I said, you know, hopefully we all want to, you know, be successful in that, but just opportunity that you can take stuff that you like and you can do it. You know, most of America's out there like working jobs that they hate doing. They can't wait for the weekend, and they can't wait for the bell to ring and to clock out. You know, you have the opportunity to take something that you love and you're passionate about and just do it. So, like I said, we get inside our brains with all the analytics, and because there's so much to know now, that can kind of help, but it kind of hinders us too, because we were all following, you know, you need to do this and you need to watch this and you need to watch a CTR and you need to make good thumbnails, and all of a sudden, especially with artists, you know, like us, you know, then all of a sudden the fun's gone, and, you know, it's just like being at work somewhere.
It becomes a job. It becomes a job.
Yeah,
it doesn't become
tedious. Yeah,
a job.
Yeah,
and that's when you lose that light. It's when you lose that passion and that heat. It's like, you know, it's like falling out of love. You know, you got to work to fall in love again.
You know what? Here's good news.
You really do.
The good news is the algorithms. Everybody worries about that. They're getting better and better. Sooner or later, it doesn't matter what kind of SEO you do and all of that, that it's going to know frame by frame what your video is about, what you say.
Yep.
And they're on the way there. And then there's a lot of technical stuff that goes into it, but the head of Google Research and Development, you know, that's why they do auto chapters now. And you're automatically, so the algorithm, because they don't have a bunch of people looking at everybody's videos, the algorithm can tell what the main sections of your videos are if you do it right. You know, if you just have a bunch of hodgepodge, it can't tell. So if you're not seeing chapters automatically made on some of your videos that you didn't put in, the algorithm is not understanding it. But if you see it automatically put chapters in your thing, then it knows, hey, this was step 1, this was step 2, this was step 3. And that's how it pushes it out more. So the AI is learning a lot quicker, and sooner or later, we're not going to have to do all that work. It's because that's a form of trust. You know, we're telling YouTube what our video is about. There's a form of trust, and everybody's abused that. So Google's been working on where it's not going to need that trust anymore. You put a video up, it's going to know what it is. So the good thing, you know, that might be scary, but the good thing is that you can concentrate on making valuable content for people and not worry about all the homework and doing all the keyword research and wondering if it's going to hit the right people. It's going to know what it's for, and it's going to know what kind of audience to put it in front of.
Yeah, and that's just it. You know, people, you know, it used to be like clickbait or people buying the bots to go view their video, and YouTube is working really hard to stop all that stuff. The one thing that I wish YouTube would really work on is all that spam content that goes out with the WhatsApp and, you know, shadowing other creators like Roberto Blake, Nick Nimmin, and shadowing them and putting a comment in under like Nick Nimmin's name and I wish there was a way that they could stop that. I don't know how they can, but if they can take a video and scan it, algorithmically AI stuff, they should be able to do that with a comment. They should be able to somehow do that, because there are a lot of people. I mean, I go to a lot of vidIQ. I'm a moderator on vidIQ. I am a moderator for Daniel Batal. And I'm also I also go to a lot of Nick Nimmons lives and Dee Nimmons lives, and there are so many people out there that think that these are real things. I think that the spam is real. I got contacted by this company and they want me to do this, and it's like, no, sweetheart. No legitimate company is going to contact a person with 59 subscribers and want them to do this video about this thing. No offense to the small creators. I'm still a small creator, but I know that Golden Paint is not going to contact me and want me to do a video on their product. I know this because I just know, I'm not naive enough to think of that, but there are a lot of people that are naive. There are a lot of people that are getting preyed upon. It's like the scammers calling the old people and saying, "Oh, well, your your Medicare is at risk. You need to give me your Social Security card number so we can fix this." And there are people that fall for that, and it's sad. And but I do see that happening, Mike, where we don't have to worry about tags. We can put things in the description as far as links go, find us on Facebook kind of links. But anything kind of descriptive like that, we're not going to need it. We're not, and I honestly, I'm kind of happy for it, because it's one less step that I got to do.
Right. Yeah, all the good people, it's not gonna, it's gonna help. So
right.
If you're the ones who are doing the clickbait stuff and everything, then then you got something to worry about. So yeah, it's good news for creators.
Absolutely. And there's a special place in hell for those scammers. Really, there is.
Oh yeah.
And this is coming from a non-Christian person. I'm very agnostic, but there is a special place for these people, because I had a friend of mine that got scammed, and they went through a whole identity thing, and they had 2 kids and a family, and they lost a lot of money, and it's trying to get all back, and it just turned their world upside down. So they, so if you are a small YouTuber, and I mean, by small YouTuber, I mean, 30,000 or less. Okay. You get an email from somebody. Do not click the link. Do not click the link. Please.
Good advice.
If you are a small YouTuber, don't fall. Vet these people. Go out to LinkedIn. Go out to Google. Google is your friend, people. Google is your friend. Google them. Google them and see what comes up. Do your due diligence.
Yeah,
don't
agree.
Them. If these people would put their negative energy into doing something positive, this would be a much better world. It's like, if you're going to put all your energy into doing scamming people, why don't you put your energy into helping people, lifting people up?
Because it's easier to tear somebody down than to build somebody.
It is. Well, it is. That's true. And some people get some kind of satisfaction from that. But that's why YouTube came up with the whole if you do a live stream, you can have the comments be members only, or you can have the comments be subscribers only. So if you come to a live stream that I've created and it says members only, or it says subscribers only, that's usually what I do, is subscribers only. It's just because I want to keep those buggers out. I haven't had a lot of trolls because I got Miss Cheryl and Miss Clara. Both of these people on them, saying, but even I just, I'm grateful for all the people in the Haven. I really am. I'm grateful for all of you coming out tonight. You can even ask Mike or Mike. I was very nervous about tonight. I was very,
Really?
very nervous. I go live. I've gone. I think my last count was 680 live streams that I have done on my channel alone. That doesn't count live streams with Johnny or with Andy or anybody else. So I've done a lot of live streams. I don't get nervous. I really don't. I get nervous a little bit, because it's kind of exciting and fun. You never know what's going to happen, because if something's going to happen, it'll happen on a live kind of thing.
Right.
But I honestly was afraid that no one would show up. It'd be just me and Michael. And I got to say thank you to those in chat, and thank you to you guys on the panel here for showing up tonight. I appreciate you taking time out of your schedules to be here with us. We are wanting to do this live stream the first and second Saturday of every month. And, the only reason why we're doing the first and second is because we want to kind of have some kind of life, and be able to go visit family and be able to, run down to Paducah and do an art run or do what we need to do. But we might just start doing it, more often and just see how it goes. But I'm thankful. I'm grateful. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you too.
Oh, anytime.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And
Are we
thank
saying
you for-
goodnight? Is this it?
Thank you for having us.
Are we
Oh,
saying
yeah.
goodnight?
I wasn't gonna say goodnight. I had a heartfelt moment, and I just had to thank everybody. I mean, we're not
One
saying
other
goodnight.
person.
We're not saying
Oh,
goodbye.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I-
Let's get some.
Well-
Hang on a minute.
Well, we are. It's coming up on 9:00, so we could
Yeah, it
go
is.
ahead and start having some final thoughts and then kind of wrap things up for
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would like to thank all of the people that are the viewers and in the chat, and how supportive they are. We have the best viewers, absolutely the best. So
Absolutely.
thank you. I love
concur.
all you guys.
Yes,
Exactly.
I've got a couple of things I want to
Love you, Cheryl.
Love you too.
Yeah, definitely. If you've got a channel, be yourself. It's about you, your dreams, in shifting gears or whatever. And even if you want to split it apart, do multiples. You're the boss. Second thing, you do lives, get a good support system with the mods. Have them interchange numbers, because you never know. You could have one live that you get bombarded with a ton of nasty trolls. There's even computer operated ones, programs and
Right.
stuff. And also just people who know what you're doing and understand the medium, the content, the direction, even the background kind of thing. And that way, if you're busy showing, they can still get their questions answered. Somebody you trust on that part. So, and there always needs to be somebody who can police, and be the bad guy if they have to, and kick the ones out that are
Claire's
causing
good on
trouble.
that.
So,
Claire's good with ATD on that. I personally watched her pull out her bitch mode. Okay.
Don't make me
Doesn't
put my
happen often.
moderator voice on you.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Clara is one of the kindest people I know, but don't make her go into bitch mode, because that's not pretty.
That's right. Once a
Not
mom, always a mom, and we can pull it out when we need to.
Yep.
We certainly can.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I just had to throw that in there.
Had to get it snorted
Oh,
into
yeah,
there.
the snorting begins
Wouldn't
again.
be right.
Right.
Without some snorting.
Thank you,
my
Michael.
cheeks haven't recovered from yesterday yet. They're still tender.
Yeah, exactly, Clara. Oh,
Cool.
goodness
thank you, guys. I'm definitely going to go and make some dinner for my husband, who's been so patiently waiting for me.
Thank you,
Yes.
Mark.
Great to see all of you. I love you all.
Yes,
love you
great
guys
to
in the
see
chat. I
Thank you,
will see
Cheryl.
you all soon, okay?
Yeah. Thank you, Cheryl.
Bye,
Lisa.
Cheryl.
Okay, love.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Nice to meet
Bye,
you.
darling.
Bye, honey.
Hi, Cheryl. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, closing thoughts too. Is there anybody in the chat? Because I've seen some comments, and I've been watching the comments. Hello to everybody who said hi, and I didn't type it, but If you're uncomfortable being on camera, that's one thing we're saying, you should come up here like the next time they have one. There's like no judgment, and start jumping on, Tish's live stream here and talk it out. And then the more you're in front of it, the more comfortable you are. And, then you don't have to worry about you're making a video, putting it on your channel, you're going to mess it up or whatever. You come on here, mess up Tish's channel.
Yeah, I'm okay. Mess up my channel all you want, because you know what? I've already done it.
Happy little accident.
No. I've been working too hard on this stuff. No.
Happy little accident.
Just get rid of that. Get rid of that guy, the badass guy.
But
there's no mistake. Just happy little accidents.
Angie,
Exactly.
how about you? Angie, what kind of final thoughts do you have?
My final thoughts are I agree with all of you. You all had great things to say, and it was all true. And I started out in theater in our community, and did a lot of acting and singing and physical comedy and things like that. And then arthritis had another idea for me, and so I couldn't do that anymore, and that was just heart-wrenching. So after crying for like 2 weeks, I thought, well, I have to find something else. And I tried a lot of things that didn't really click, like, when you have that passion. And then I found the fluid art, and I just love it. Just the paints being so fluid, my movements physically are no longer as fluid. So it's very healing to do the fluid art. And I was scared at first. I was really nervous. I would write a script and tape it to my tripod so that I could know exactly what I'm going to say, because I'm a little scatterbrained. And I just stopped doing that and just started being myself. And it's been so freeing. It really has been.
Yep. And that's wonderful to hear your story, Angie. I hope that it touches someone out there in YouTube land, and knowing that, the one
I
thing
hope
that
so too.
I the one reason why I started my channel is because I wanted to touch one person. I wanted one person to know that they were loved and respected. One person. That's all I wanted. And now I have, I think we're almost to 1,700. So I've touched 1,700 people,
Wow.
and I'm to subscribe to my channel. And I say my channel, I say our channel. I should be saying our channel, because this is a community, and I'm grateful for you for coming on and sharing your story so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Tish. I appreciate you and Michael. Thank you so much. I love this. I love you guys, and I love meeting new people, and like you said, spreading the love, because that's
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I'm all about,
Awesome. All right, Sue, how about you? Do you have any final words of wisdom for those aspiring YouTubers and creatives out there?
Be yourself. To hell with what anybody else thinks of your art. It's what you think, not them. And that's pretty much it. Because art is you.
Yep.
It's not somebody else. It's you. If you get commissioned to do a piece, those people are asking you to be you. So be
Right.
you. Don't try to be somebody else.
Absolutely.
Just be you and true to you. Not force yourself to be you. Just you.
Absolutely.
That's basically it.
Perfect.
There's no
Yeah.
point trying to be
Amen.
somebody else. Just be you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've asked everybody else, and Michael, you asked people. What do you think, Michael? What are your thoughts? What have you learned in the last year of doing YouTube with me?
I think one of the things is that we've touched upon everything about passion and evolution, as an artist, which is very important. Another part of it is, to me, and I think that I found is that you really have to just you have to stand up and be tough and let your skin thicken up a little bit. And yes, there's plenty of haters out there, and there's plenty of people that will, critique and say things. But, I mean, constructive criticism is good, but for the most part, we just have to we have to just really toughen up and just say, hey, you know what? Thanks. And we don't have to reciprocate by being mean. We just have to keep, moving forward and doing what we love. And I think that's the thing, that when we've all worked together and supported each other. So I want to, just like Cheryl said, say thank you to everybody that shows up, supports us in the chat, everybody that showed up tonight. Yeah. And that's been a part of this round table. Thank you. Everybody that shows up for Artapalooza and participates. Thank you. For everything that you have done. Thank you. Because that's a community effort right there. And you're showing your support, and we couldn't ask for anything more. So that's the love. And that's what the world really needs right now, is people to be uplifted by the community saying, hey, I support you, and what you're doing, hey, that's cool. So that's my final thoughts for tonight.
Amen.
Hey, group hug.
Amen.
Yeah.
Group hug.
Yeah.
Yay,
Just
group
bump.
hug.
Just bump.
High five. Nick does high five fist bump. So, with that being said, I want to thank everybody again for being here tonight. We are going to be doing this again. I'm trying to look at my calendar. I can't see my calendar. It's way over there.
Next Saturday night is the 30th.
Next Saturday night would be not next Saturday night. We're off next week of live stream, so we're going to be doing it. I think it's the 6th, maybe.
Well,
just as well, you're not doing it the 30th.
Yeah, the 30th that's right on the Halloween weekend.
Yeah, we're not going to do it all
Yeah.
It's also
some crazy stuff.
Unless we're gonna run a really cool movie. Yeah, unless we're all gonna get dressed
Hey, I
up.
will be.
Costumes, everyone.
Do like a members only type of.
Yeah, I thought about that. Well, there's some members only live streams that I want to do for all the members, because I do weekly live streams for the gold and above members. So yeah, I want to start doing a live stream for all just the members, and maybe just do something fun. But I don't know. We're working on that. I've got all these ideas. It's just finding a way to do it and how to do it in a way that is going to help everybody. So
it's too early in the morning for the members only for me.
I know, honey. I know. It's too early in the morning for me.
One day I might set the alarm so I can make one.
I do them Friday morning at 9:30, and it's like I haven't had enough coffee by 9:30 in the morning to really do any art. Are you kidding me? But but you can still watch the replays, honey. You can still actually
that reminds me. Your Friday night flip cups, when I watch them back,
yeah,
they are constantly jerky. Constantly. Really? Yeah, I don't know why, but when I go to watch them, it's like, yep, plays to maybe 3-4 seconds, and then it stops. And then it's the circle.
Michael,
and I don't know why. And it's only your Friday night flip cups or your shenanigans. Everything else plays through beautifully. But yeah,
interesting.
I get the hang-ups. I don't know why. Maybe it's something to do with Australia. I have no idea.
Yeah, because I've watched through some of them just to kind of go back, and I haven't seen anything like that. But we'll check it out.
Check it out. We'll see what's going on.
But they always stall on this end. I don't know if anyone else has had that problem, but yeah.
That's news to me. So but thank you for letting us know. Yeah, if you ever have a problem with anything like that, let us know because we can do some investigating. I have peoples that I can reach out to and be like, what the hell? But but anyway, first Saturday, if you want to be on the panel like this with us, we had a couple of people that wanted to, but just for reasons couldn't be here. So but if you want to, let me or Michael know. That Michael. That Mike.
What?
That Mike. wait. There we go. That Mike.
There you
Wherever
go.
he is on the screen, point the opposite way.
I'm
Not
sure,
that Mike.
I'm sure
that
that Mike could get me. He knows how to tweet me on Twitter, message me on Twitter, and he can forward your message to me. I mean, it's not like he's, ambiguous that way or whatever, but
Here's the story of this movie.
Lord.
Oh boy. Okay.
7 p.m. We're gonna be doing
this and this.
We're gonna have but we're gonna be doing this first and second Saturday of every month. See how it goes. See what kind of topics we can come up with. If you have an idea, if you have a question, if you have something for us to discuss about, let us know. This channel is your channel. This is your community. Let us know. Message us. Email us. The email is on the channel. And also, last note, reminder, go to the community tab and check that out because there's a challenge in there for you guys. And I want to see who steps up. So thank you all for joining us tonight. I appreciate you.
Where was the challenge? Sorry?
On the community tab of this channel.
Okay.
Of the Artist Haven. So,
okay.
Yeah, just go to the community tab and it's right there. Big as daylight. So, anywho, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I appreciate you. Remember, be kind to one another, damn it. Peace, love, and happiness.
Bye, y'all.
Good night.